Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to episode 26 of my show, Wrestling with Brent. Just as just usual, I'm going over the wrestling reviews for the week. I want to talk a little bit about. Before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about Monday Night Raw. Um, Monday Night Raw, Monday night was terrible. It was just a horrible show. It almost put me to sleep. I literally almost fell asleep. I watched the whole thing, and it was awful. Literally nothing of any importance happened. Um, The only thing I think maybe important that I thought was cool was Lana beating Nia Jax. Thought it was funny. Of course, most people liked it because they don't like Lana, but I like Lana. But besides that, Raw's pretty much another throwaway episode as usual. Just nothing important. Apparently, the ratings this week reflect that. Not sure what the actual number is, but it's been reported that Raw's had the lowest viewership ever for Monday night. Um, the lowest ever, which is doesn't sound good at all. So, yep, there's that. Really quick, I'm going to do the Ring of Honor results. I don't have the results right here in front of me, but I'll just tell you the match and tell you what I thought about the match. The first match you had was Mark Briscoe and PCO against the Bouncers, Bonham Malonis and Beer City Bruiser. Um, the Bouncers did a nice video package before the match started. Basically, said how they were done. Being nice guys, having beers even after they lose their matches. Um, they said they were still going to drink beer and all that, but they weren't going to toast and have toast people after the matches. They basically almost kind of play like the heel, said they're going to be more serious acting and everything and have a more serious approach. So basically, they're turning heel pretty much, is what I gathered from it. Um, but anyway, I thought this was a really good match. Um, I'm not really a fan of the Mountains as wrestlers. I just don't think they're very good wrestlers, but I'll admit I love their characters. I mean, the idea of two big guys coming out drinking beer and, carrying kegs and the cool music, beer, and they just, look like it'd be cool to hang out with. Love their wrestling characters. Um, it's really good ideas for a wrestling character, but I just never thought they were all that great of wrestlers. Um, but I mean, they're okay. I was actually interested to see what this new heel look for them look like, and I figured that made them look really good. I thought they was very competitive, looked very tough and aggressive. I thought PCO and Mark Briscoe did a good job as a team. I was actually expecting the Bouncers to win just because they had this new heel turn. Um, but Mark Briscoe and PCO got the win, and so I'm a fan of Mark Briscoe and PCO. They made a really good team, I thought. PCO looked good. He always wrestles good, has good matches. He did his um, moonsault. Jay Briscoe got some good shots in. The Bouncers did their usual stuff. So to me, it was just a very good, hard-hitting, physical match. I liked it. I thought it was a good tag match. Um, Mark Briscoe and PCO beat the Bouncers, and it was 11 minute. It was an 11-minute and 4 second match. So it was a good match. I liked it. Um, the other match, they also had video packages. It was Flip Gordon versus Josh Woods in a Pure Rules match, and I thought both of the video packages for this uh, match coming up was very good. Showed Josh Woods and talked about a lot about his wrestling background, which I like to see. Also talked a lot about Flip Gordon, how he hasn't been wrestling long and this and that. He talked about how he does a lot of flipping and stuff, but he said he can do more than that. He wants to show more of his wrestling submission side. I thought he did that in this match. I thought this was a very good Pure Rules match. It was very back and forth, very technical. I liked it. Josh Woods, he's got all them different holds and submissions and stuff, and he can pretty much counter anything from anywhere. He's just very tough and hard to put down. Flip Gordon beat him. It was a 9 minute and 34-second match. I was actually surprised that Flip Gordon beat him. I figured Josh Woods would get the win just because they've been giving Josh Woods such a big push here lately. Um, which I'm a fan of both people. I like both Gordon and Woods. So it was a good match. I liked it. It was a 9 minute and 34-second match. Flip Gordon got the win. Yep, so there you go. All right, that's all for Ring of Honor. It was a good show. Not great, but not terrible by any means. It was a good show. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I liked it. Good show. Um, there you go. So that's Ring of Honor. All right. Now we have AEW Dynamite review um, from last night. All right. Next week, AEW is not going to be on till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock after the NBA game. Um, so that should be good still. Um, all right. So the first match on Dynamite, we had Hangman Page and John Silver and Alex Reynolds versus Matt Hardy, Private Party. Matt Hardy and Private Party. You know, Matt Hardy's been managing them for a while now. Um, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. Uh, I liked this match. I thought it was good. I just want to say too that I enjoyed this AEW episode. Apparently, a lot of people on the internet didn't, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't a great show by any means. It was nothing special, but I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was a good show. I liked a lot of the matches. I thought the wrestling was solid. I liked the show. Um, that's just my opinion. I thought it was a good show. Um, but back to this match. Hangman and Mark Quinn both looked good in this match. So did Cat. I thought everybody looked good in this match. John Silver really showed off again. He showed off his power again. He just so deceptively strong. You wouldn't think he'd be that strong, you know, him being so little. But um, Alex Reynolds also got to shine a little bit more in this match. I thought he did a good job. Um, Real quick, I'm gonna just go into a little bit of a couple of moves that happened. Um, Hangman and Mark Quinn. Um, Hangman and Hangman and one of them did the Hangman did a shooting star press on the Isaiah Cassidy. Um, there was stereo boots and clotheslines. Hangman hit that fallaway slam on Cassidy. He also took out Matt Hardy with a plunger. Hardy hit the twist of fate on John Silver on the floor. Private Party hit their gin and juice finishing move on Alex Reynolds. Matt Hardy come in and stole the pin, and he asked him to pin him, and he went in and pinned him. So Matt Hardy got the pin. Matt Hardy Private Party Reynolds and beat Reynolds and Silver and Hangman Page. I was actually surprised about that they got the win. It was a 10-minute and 48-second match. It was a good match. I liked it. Next, we have Alex Marvez backstage. He's with the Inner Circle, Jericho and MJF, and they're trying to take credit for the New York Times Award. It's funny. I always like seeing them together on promos and stuff. Um, Next, we get a promo from Brandy and Cody, um, getting a Christmas package, and they're on like they're decorating a Christmas tree at their house. They open it up, and it was an ornament announcing they're expecting a baby. So Brandy Rhodes is pregnant. I'm happy for them. I think they'll be great parents. Seem like really nice people, and I'm happy for them. I guess this means that her storyline with Jade is going to be off. I was looking forward to that, but you know, having a baby is more important, and I'm glad. Hope that everything goes good with that, and still hope see her back wrestling soon. I know a lot of people don't like her and don't like her wrestling, but I like her wrestling. I like her. Um, so hoping she comes back to wrestle. Um, Congrats for Cody. He also cried late on the night before his match. I thought that was just interesting, you know, showing some emotion. Uh, yep. So congratulations to Cody and Brandy. I've always been a fan of both of y'all. I've always been a fan. I always will be. Uh, awesome. Uh, all right. So now the next match we have Cody Rhodes versus Angelico. It was a good match. Cody got a quick arm drag in. Thought Angelico looked good. Cody wrestled good as always. Cody usually always makes the other guy, whoever he's wrestling, look good. And he made Angelico look good. This was a good match. Um, Angelico did more of his unorthodox maneuvers, and I liked it. Just very unorthodox wrestling. Him and Jack Evans both. A lot of people don't like them, but I like them. And Angelico dodged the disaster kick Worked on Cody's leg at one point. He locked into that Navarre death lock. Submission maybe does, but Cody made it to the ropes. Cody went up the ropes and hit an ace crusher for the win. So Cody won with 9 minutes 44 seconds in the match. It was a 9 minute and some match. Beating with the ace crusher. Cody Rhodes won. After the match, Team Taz came out. Taz mocked the sentimental stuff of Cody becoming a father. Taz threatened to have his team charge the ring, but Sting come out with his entrance. Team Taz retreated. Sting looked up at Darby Allin in the crowd, and then he walked away. Next, we get Alex Marvez backstage with Miro. Miro said he'd been fined $75,000 for injuring AEW staff members. Miro said that he hated Orange Cassidy because he didn't care. That Cassidy doesn't care for anything. Uh, There'll be a huge announcement that's regarding the wedding date of Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian, so there was that. This little segment too was nothing special, just just a little segment. Um, Next, Eddie Kingston came to the ring with a live microphone. He said he took out a pocket, he wasn't coming back. Lance Archer interrupted. Lance Archer came in and started balling with Eddie Kingston. Butcher and the Blade come out to help Kingston. Um, Lance Archer almost took them all out by himself. Penta and Fingers come in to make the save to help out Lance Archer against Butcher and Blade and um, Kingston. Um, Pac also appeared out of nowhere. Everyone brawled and the babyfaces dominated. Archer and Pac got into an argument about who should beat up Kingston. They stand tall as Kingston and company retreated as they left. Um, Kingston and his crew. Next, we get Dasha with Dustin Rhodes. She's interviewing Dustin. Dustin said that he rejects the Dark Order's offer. He's trying to leave an order to a match next week. So that was that. We'll see that next week. Just a quick little segment. Um, Next, we have the Inner Circle: Chris Jericho, MJF, and Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, and Santana and Ortiz versus the Best Friend, Top Flight, and the Varsity Blondes, Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. I thought this was a good match. I liked it. I thought the Inner Circle looked good here. Um, I thought Best Friends did a good job. Varsity Blondes also looked good. Brian Pillman and Griff Garrison, they both looked good. Top Flight looked really good. They just really impressed me. The more I see them, the more I like them. They're just very young, athletic, do a lot of flying. They can do a little bit of everything. I like them a lot. I think they're going to be a really big help in the tag division. Could make things really interesting in the tag team division for AEW. Orange Cassidy was on commentary. He even unplugged his headset and kind of held it. I thought that was funny. Basically, Jericho hit Garrison with a bat. Hager hit like an F10, Warlord's finisher on Griff Garrison. It didn't look very good. He kind of did it kind of sloppily. He actually should made it look a little bit better, but hopefully, he'll won't have that mistake again. Um, but MJF got to come up for the win, so the Inner Circle won. It was a 14-minute match. I actually didn't remember it being that long. But yep, Inner Circle got the win. So yeah, it was a good match. I liked it. Um, Next, we have Alex Marvez backstage again with Thunder Rosa. She cut a really good promo. I really liked it. She cut a promo on Britt Baker. Reba showed up and got in Thunder Rosa's face. Uh, Britt Baker attacked Rosa from behind and wiped her face paint off. So I thought that was cool. And I looked for the camera and like a heel look. Britt Baker cut a little promo on Rosa. That was good. I liked that whole segment. It was good. Um, Anyway, I love Thunder Rosa. I like Ben Baker and Reba as well. So that should be interesting to see where that rivalry goes. I've liked it so far. Um, I wish they would have Thunder Rosa on TV more. I wish she would just sign full time with AEW, just because she's so good there. Um, she's good everywhere she goes. But to me, she could still sign full time at AEW and still working in W and all that, like a lot of the other ones do. I don't know just why she just don't do that. Um, or maybe they're not offering her a deal. Hopefully they offer her a deal and she signs it. Because she's made several posts on social media about how she wants to be in AEW and she likes being there. So, yeah. Also, Just a side note on Dark, this latest episode of Dark, but there was did commentary on the match, and I thought she did a really good job. So there's that too. Um, so next we have SCU, Christopher Downs, Brent Kazarian versus the acclaimed match, Castro and Anthony Bowens. Acclaim's the new team signed to AEW. I've told you I watched them a lot on Dark. They come out rapping. Their rap's usually good. This rap wasn't too very good. Frank Kazarian did his own rap, and Parza did a good job. Had some funny lines in it. He did a really funny line about their claims were out to be in the, you know what, related to 2020. So I thought that was really funny. Um, since it was a good match, I really liked it. I thought SCU looked good. I thought the Acclaim looked good. The Acclaimed one, they hit him with that boombox, but they carried the boombox. So it was a good match. Um, 8 minutes, 20-second match, the Acclaimed won. They treated with the boombox and won. Um, After that, Castro rapped the Young Bucks after the match. Bowens challenged the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Titles next week. So next week we'll get that. Backstage, Top Flight challenged Jericho and Jeff to a match next week. So I like that. Um, Now we have a women's match. I thought this was a good match. I thought this was one of the better women's matches they've had in AEW, and especially on AEW Dynamite. Ibelis and Diamante versus Serena Deeb and Big Swole. I'm a fan of all four of these women. I thought this was a good match. I actually really enjoyed this match a lot. Serena Deeb and Big Swole got the win. They put a clover leaf on Diamante, but it was a good match, very back and forth. Had some good suplexes in it, some hard shots, some nice double teams. So it was a good match. Even had some headbutts thrown in there. So I thought all four women wrestled good and looked good. It was an 8 minute something match. It was a good match. Serena Deeb and Big Swole got the win by submission with the clover leaf on Diamante. After the match, Nyla Rose came out to attack Deeb and Swole after the match. Red Velvet made the saves, and that was interesting. So maybe, I guess, maybe Jade might be feuding with Serena Deeb or Red Velvet coming up next since she can't feud with Brandy. So we'll have to see where that goes. Uh, Next, they show a video package of Jurassic Express. It was good. FTR come out to the announced team and was just saying how they took issue, wondering if they was tag team wrestling even mattered anymore in the AEW. Um, Said Jurassic Express in the crosshairs, so maybe it's set up a feed with FTR and Jurassic Express, so that's good to get FTR back into the fold. Um, so there we go. I like that. I like this match. I liked all the segments and stuff. I liked it. Uh, all right, so now we get the main event. Was a no disqualification match. Kenny Omega versus Joey Janela. If Janela wins, he'd receive a title shot. I thought this was a good match. Joey Janela attacked Omega for trash can during this entrance. Um, Don Callis tried to talk Tony Schiavone off of commentary, but Tony Schiavone wouldn't give up a spot, so Omega just talked over him live with a live mic. I thought that was funny. I mean, Callis did. Um, this was a good match, physical. I liked it. They used the garbage cans a lot, used cookie sheets. Kenny did a moonsault. Janela did a leg drop off the top rope to the outside to Janela through a table. I mean, Joey Janela did that to Kenny. I thought that was cool. It was a good match. I liked it. Kenny finally got his V triggers on Janela and finally got the one winged angel in on Janela, and that was all she wrote. Nobody kicks out of the one winged angel. At least nobody has so far. Kenny Omega won 6 minute, 20-minute match. It was a good match. I liked it. Um, After the match, Death Triangle came out to confront Pac. Pac says that he has unfinished business with Omega. He reminds Omega that Phoenix never received his match against Omega. Pac reveals that Omega will face Phoenix on December 30th for the AEW title. Omega's fierce as Dynamite ends. Yep, so there you have it. That was all for Dynamite this week. Wasn't a great show, nothing special by any means, but was still a good show. I liked it. So another good show by AEW. And I just want to say too, I believe where this whole Sting thing's going, is when I said some of my earlier videos, I don't think Sting's going to wrestle. I just think he's maybe just going to come out and appear from time to time and maybe just make like some appearances, like some saves. Maybe hits people for bad a few times. Maybe just try to interfere, just to try to just distract people. Maybe just had him come out and just stare down people. which is fine with me. You know, he's 61 years old. I don't expect him to wrestle. If he does wrestle, I hope he doesn't get hurt. But if he does, you know, that's on him. Um, but you know, just him being there in the company and just him just showing up and just him being on screen or even being backstage or just being on commentary, just anything, him being there, I think is just a big help to AEW and just a big ratings boost. You know, who cares if he wrestles or not? He's 61 years old. I mean, uh, if this was, you know, 10, 15 years ago, it'd be important, but I mean, he wasted his last few good wrestling years in TNA before he went to WWE and got hurt against Seth Rollins. Taking a buckle bomb, what Seth Rollins never should have done to him, and Sting never should have taken it. Um, but, you know, it was an accident, you know. Things happen. Yep. All right, so that's all for AW this week. So, like I said, this was a good, solid show. Give it a 6 out of 10. It's a good show. I liked it. I can't wait to see what AW does next. So, yep. Can't wait for next week's episode. All right, now on to MLW Fusion. I thought this was a good episode. Not great, but good. Not terrible. Um, I'm going to give this episode of MLW 6 out of 10. Um, Alexander Hammerstone is returning soon. He was in a video package to open up the show for Richard Holiday where they beat up some people outside the arena. That was cool. Um, First match was had a debut of a new wrestler, Boo Cadu, with TJP in his corner versus La Parker Jr. with Delos Parks. So it was a good match. I liked it. Had some good moves in it. This new guy, Buku Deku, won. He was at a kind of surprising victory. Um, yep, so he won. They took a look back and did a video package of Low Kid Richard Holiday semifinal match at the Tour Turner Opera Cup from last week. Uh, yep. Jordan Oliver cut a promo where he called out Simon Gotcha Contra Unit. It was good. I like Jordan Oliver. I like the way he puts on good matches and does good promos. Him and the whole stable, the whole group does good promos. Social Injustice is the name. Yep, good promos. Next, we have the Black Candle Contra Mods Kruger versus Bud Heavy and Daniel Starling in a match. Kruger beat the crap out of him. It was a squash match. Didn't last long at all. After the match, people come out and they helped Sterling put people in body bags, what he's been doing lately, so that was cool. It's cool seeing him zip people up and put them in body bags. He's just really cool looking. I like kind of Freddy Krueger vibe. Yep, it's a good match. They're called the Sentai Death Squad. They come out and put Buddy Haven down Starling in the body bags. So that was cool. Um, Next, they show a video package of Pro Illustrated's Top 10 for MLW, and it's Miles Kruger, Calvin Tankman, Richard Holiday, Laredo Kid, ACH, Myron Reed, L.A. Park, Tom Lawler, Loki, and Nat Hammerstone. Uh, Speaking of Hammerstone, we were told the commotion was going on back in the back between Matt Kruger and Hammerstone. So now they go ahead and announce the match for Keys of the Coliseum coming up in January, or no, in January. Excuse me, my fault. Be Kruger versus Matt Kruger versus Hammerstone. So that should be good. It's a big special event that MLW does called Saturday Coliseum, and it's usually very good. Um, Selena De La Renta cut a promo next about how she stared him on the face. It was good. She also says that Mil Mortes is coming to MLW, so that's awesome. I loved Mil Mortes. He was one of my favorites in Lucha Underground. He's a great wrestler. I mean, he has also said that he wants to be in AEW, so I hope it happens too. I'm glad he's coming back to wrestling. I miss watching him wrestle. He's a beast. So if you haven't seen him, look out for him. He's a beast. Mil Mortes, the breaker of bones. He's a beast. Uh, Now we get another video package from in Hawaii. The Von Erichs were happy to help ACH train for his Big Apple Cup match. They wished him the best for his next match. That was always good to see the Von Erichs, even just on video. Um, This was a good match. Tom Lawler beat ACH. It was a very competitive match. Um, I like ACH. I liked him when he was in NXT. He was Jordan Miles in NXT, and he had a meltdown and kind of left, said he was retiring, but of course he came back to wrestle. Um, so he's in MLW now. He's doing a good job, even though he lost this match. It was a good match. I liked it. Uh, so for the Opera Cup Finals, we'll have Tom Lawler versus Low Key. So that should be a really good match. I have a feeling Low Key's going to win, but maybe Tom Lawler might win. Um, so Tom Lawler won the match. So it'll be next week. It'll be Low Key versus Tom Lawler for the Opera Cup winner. Uh, yep. After the match, Tom Lawler spoke a little bit. Just said he was just one step away from being the Opera Cup winner. That was how my debut went off the air. So it was a good show. Not great, not necessarily a good show, but it was not bad. It was a decent, good show. Give it a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5.5, 6 out of 10. Good show. So MLW's putting on good shows since they've been back. So that's good to see. Glad to see. Another good week of wrestling. Can't wait to look forward to next week to see what AEW does. Raw just keeps on, and WWE just keeps on shooting itself in the foot. They just keep on spiraling down and down. Um, Gosh, WWE is just getting terrible. Has been for a long time now, even before the pandemic, but it seems like they get worse and worse every week. Wish they'd fix things. NXT was pretty good. I thought Wednesday night. I thought it was pretty good. They did still do a lot of things. It's kind of but had some good things on there as well. The Rhea Ripley match was good, and I liked the Gargano match, the Austin Theory match. It was good. Good to see him back wrestling. Anyways, that's all for this review this week. All for this week. I'll be back next week. Hope y'all like it. Hope y'all like my video and hope y'all like my content and just keep giving me feedback and support. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe from COVID. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Happy wrestling. See ya.